For those who may have asked the question, will Mohbad get justice? Please come closer and watch this particular video to the very end, because you are about to get the realest news of what happened in Mohbad's apartment before the guy died. Yomi Fabi is fully back with an astonishing update in regard to what kpai the Nigerian singer Mohbad, Wunmi and iyabo and 3 other persons are at the verge of being arrested and spending confess how everything happened in Mohbad's apartment. Kudos to Yomi Fabi for his innovative investigation on Mohbad's justice movement. This is the least Wunmi and Iyabo expected. No much talk this time around but to drop the video for you guys. But before then, if you're new in this particular channel, 2hours TV, please hit on the subscribe button to subscribe to this channel. Turn on the bell icon to get notified on time whenever I publish any video. And for my returning subscribers and those watching my videos always, I'm always grateful. Thank you for all you do. At this moment, let's move straight into the main video.
Everything so that people will forget, but people are not forgetting. That's why their lies is catching up to them. They thought that by now it's my justice sile. I want my jello. But one of way, Yomi Fabi you with it. Yomi Fabi you ocean take case and come agbuno. Unka won lara baje. In fact, guys, tell mom if you know what's up. When I say that's the automatic big bang in one. Child pay me go keep more information. But hey, but mon kolari pele is system. Or it is understanding. Have the understanding of what's going on. For you guys to see me sometimes, Timba analyze, Timba Yomi this and that, whatever. It's for the better. Timba Yomi, to bad boy or similar, it's for his own better. Timba Joseph Aloba, to know bad boy, it's for his own good. Kishefun Papariano, she became a king to son. He's thinking this on control that. The bad they follow it. It will be better for you. The bad follow it. You will not know more. You understand? That is what I've been doing. And people love me for that. Because like I try my best to see that we get things right. And so many darkness in their group. People are waiting for now. So many darkness. This word, this particular word, give a boy to post in control posting. And when we don't accuse the wrong person. Oh, I need the elders among you. They are shy, wanting more to, but one bomole. You see, Almighty God knows. When I say Aloba is a useless person, Olori Burukuni. Because won't care about your feelings. Won't care about justice lemanwa. Won't care kokaye. One wish then let she the one in the kowa. We can share one. Christian Marok and Mako one. Understand me? One loan. Where is Aloba missing? When was the last time? Aloba of one last time. Oh my God. When was the last time Aloba? At the Bati, one log Babagon, ye Babagon. One paper last near nothing till she understand. One label just alone, one buried grace, one change formation. One you are one, I want to let bribe one course. You know, when your daddy, you need to line one come see there. On what we won't kill. Didn't I tell you guys? When you come against this platform, you come against your life. It's your self-destruction. You are on your path to self-destruction. Because you're not genuine. I'm not doing anything bad here. I'm just speaking the truth and I'm being realistic and being honest and people love me and they're supporting me. And you want to begin to develop hate on me because of that. You're not going to get anywhere. Even if I tell those people, hey, they should stop coming to you, talking to you, it's going to be effective. Try me. I have answer to any madness. It's not a joke. Unless you bring the truth to the table. That is the only way. With the lies and games you guys are playing up and down with people. It doesn't work with me. It doesn't work. I have stood like this. I have been speaking since 2 years ago. When Berekete was misbehaving, Papariano, I was calling out Berekete. I said, Berekete, Nibolen, where are you taking us to? Where are you taking us to? Today, where's Berekete? Where's Odumosu? I take time to study people. And right now, I am the one saying, oh yeah, ki yomi fabi koma advice olori ebi. Ongongongon lo yẹ kó jẹ́ advisor of olori ebi. Yes. Yes. A lot of evil and wicked people. The same people that want to fight against evil. They are evil. How can you be evil and you're saying you want to fight evil? She said and they fight itself. Ask any question, why? Ask. May God bless you for asking question.
Because he's not left with the loss and spending in that court. But nobody's pursuing it, nothing serious is going on. Because Nigerians and everybody realize that that is not justice for Mohbad. That is stage. So they should do whatever they want to do there. So whatever it is they want to punish the loss, whatever they still they want to punish spending, they will still find a way to say, okay, whatever kangaroo, whatever it is. Because the core. And to get this justice, we have to pass through those people that are submitting themselves as fall person. That's to tell you how complex this justice is. They did not just only clean up the evidences. They are now giving us human beings to present themselves as fall person. Because with us, there will be serious diversion. That is what those people are doing. Look at all the fall person. From the north to spending to Damola, they are all fall persons. And we'll be done. The real murderers, they know themselves. The role they play, they know. Even the parents of the boy, they know the real people. On charges nursing, on charges spending, those are not the real people you're looking for. So going to repeat, they are adults and they agreed to take the fall because so for somebody to face it, any abuse or whatever, you want to be intelligent, to need foresight, to more value, to want equality, to need code dancing, then you ignore whatever any nonsense is saying. Kilo come to me. I'm not talking what I'm going on. One boy, one boy, one colleague, one boy, ẹni tó ń bú mi gan ṣó tí jẹ́yàn nù ayé ẹni tó ń bú mi kò tí jẹ́yàn òun náà ṣe sáré kó jẹ́yàn èpè ṣì ń jà mí èmi gan níṣòro tó ní ṣáwọn ẹni máa bọ́dà pa wọ́n tó máa búrú mi tó bá máa bú mi tó jẹ́ pé èbú ẹ fẹ́ ní weight ó gbọ́dọ̀ ti jẹ́ life ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ ti ní value and you must be speaking from the angle of truth then èbú ẹ máa make sense so don't call my attention yẹn ọ̀gbẹ́ ọ̀kọ́ bú mi because I don't get time. I know they get time for the social nonsense. And people should stop thinking that this is how easily accessible I am. No. When people were complaining from beginning, Yomi, you are going here and there. Yeah, you are going here too much. And conjuring. I am not a proud person. I don't underrate people. But I know my worth. There is something called self-worth. But I need to know the background of the case. I need to hear from this and this so I can sum it up. Most of the people that have good testimonies or stories about this case are online. And I cannot just stick to my page alone and know the story and know how to attack it. No. So I have to make myself available. People thought it's an advantage for them to bring me to the same. No. Before majority of all these people. So at the end of the day, we should figure it out. So you can see them say anything on the social media. That's why even some of these rogue police officers and stuff like that don't shape again. All easy for one to talk on it, talk on that. So don't do that nonsense with someone like me. I'm not in that league. I have maximum respect. That's why I even submitted it myself when I was playing that game. I don't get time. I'm gonna play game or abuse game. I'm a human being. She give me she causing Jesus. Jesus I'm put on the down pada. To the down pada. On my balance to my cookie is on. Olo ma gba létí wa ní kọ́kọ́ kejì. Wọ́n lè ṣe ma gba létí ẹ̀kọ́ tó máa kọ́ kejì. Ṣé mo fẹ́ ní awórúkọ ni? Ọwọ́ ẹlòmíì yìí bí ìsàlẹ̀ pọ̀ mọ́. So that's just it. Not all this stuff. Maybe you don't know. And you're going to see party go moti lo. Party to ma fún mi láṣọ, to ma fún mi lówó. Ẹ ti rí mi bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Abẹ́rẹ́ gbogbo àwọn party tẹ̀lé ta máa lọ iṣẹ́ ìwé yíyá akọ̀dédé garun sí. Tí ó mi ò ìmí tí ó bá packaging lọ mi ò lè kúrò mi tí mo wà. O gbọ́dọ̀ take care owó epo mi, take care owó àti TFC. O gbọ́dọ̀ wà bẹ́ẹ̀. So that you just see me fly around is just mutual respect. It's not supposed to be that way. All the Jamari as an actor, she can't shimmy. But to bati a moju and to back Boruko and your Fabi, Kowosho, Kotaja was a good time. Tobacco 100 eyes on I eat 30% of us where I know him. Oh, Febo Bio Jano, she told me to let you buy. A damn good giant, to my debate, me, the Mewa Damimo. Gbogbo ọjà tó wà ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá yìí sì máa débẹ̀ tí mi lè rí yàn mẹ́wàá kí ni mo dẹ̀ tún wá life. So what are we talking about? Ọlọ́run ọ̀dẹ̀ ṣe kò síbi dáadé they still show us love it orúkọ yẹn kì í síbẹ̀ because we are fighting for human rights kò wí ṣe orúkọ ti bàjẹ́. It means that you have value and you are trying to stand by the masses. That is how reasonable people appreciate the input of our automatic voice. When you have a voice and you step down to stand by the public, and when you might appreciate your money, because you come out so they don't map. And talk about the call reverse, and the people are football. What you get from more? About Polo, so so they see an actor investing his time, risking his life for a serious cause like this. And they will be looking for, okay, then 10 years later, come up to my problem. In the real sense, anywhere you go outside Nigeria, they will like, Mr. Yomi, you see what you are doing for case of mobile. I didn't tell you about it. All my routine. All my madam do Baba, I want to buy you a drink. Soldier, they get tab again. Soldier, if you tell me Baba, I will carry you go there. I won't follow you back today. Soldier. So what are we talking about? One of the times, Timon will see Zontu by soldier. I will follow you, Baba. Now we go mount. What do you do? People like you we need in this country that are top musicians that have messaged me that one day this country will appreciate you. Continue with what you are doing. We wish we can just pick up the way you are doing it. But this country will appreciate you one day. And you're going to go on TikTok. And I want them more. It's on local giddy, on share your giddy, on the pedigree giddy, same class. They are not representing public opinion. No. They are taking advantage because they thought your family will see us. They thought Toma abuser, you come out, I'll go see corner. And they send me your accounts. Oh, you're abusing me again. Please don't give them ideas. If there is a way you can just stay away from such people, and you come and dash with you, the witch will be separated from the shaft. There's no way anybody reasonably could make any sense. You are a public echo and your left white justice, and you didn't even give a for NGO. We have to understand that we cannot continue. Normally, big public if support our affairs combined. Reasonably, they are supposed to gather their resources and give it to an NGO or a human rights lawyer. About Jajai, Uri, Emma Jallo. But wrongly, and they are deceiving you to come in. Let's go and share your loju ogun kan ni lọ́tọ̀. Ká má ti wá sọ àwọn tó pa Mohbad. Ká má ti wá sọ àwọn ọlọ́pàá tó lọ́wọ́ nú ẹ̀. Ká má ti sọ àwọn tó wà ní ìjọba Èkó tó lọ́wọ́ nú ẹ̀. Ká má ti sọ àwọn tó lágbára lọ́balọ́ba tó lọ́wọ́ nú ẹ̀. Pé okay, lẹ́lẹ́ yo ẹ jẹ́ ká dá owó ẹ̀rù. You understand? And we are good on face because we are trying to reshape. At the end of the day, if it's somebody they can just mess up with, it's too much. So you cannot accept the fact, the public will have to accept the fact that any good intention, public to share mistake to record, and why they to have fear me at who will cause it. Shall we are going John, that I must get Lancy, yes, I was if you should bet us, or should bet, or should make about should nothing will be achieved. Because today, so you will not understand the reason why I stayed back. Hello, madam. Yeah, I was going to call you for something, but yeah, it's just I've sorted it, so don't worry. All right, man, thank you, man. And that is the reality. Because Shisha and Teleni, look at all of them who go there. And we are want more face. Some people even thought it was a pattern. And we yomi obeleche, obaga, tonguche, because we are not operating on the same level. The more I notice that I move, I am only interested in results. In results. And that result we're talking about, don't forget, whether you all like it or not, you can know clearly that the radar of justice, the truth we are looking for, is within the people, particularly Mohbad's first family, on that day he died. There is a particular WhatsApp group that has even diverted and deceived millions of you. The public meant well when they said, everybody let's come together. Nobody is saying they didn't put money in the GoFundMe because they want to do party now. So when she paid the mobile love it also GoFundMe. It's to pursue the cause of justice. But along the line, the moment the money was being gotten that way, before you all could decide on what the money would do, change the mind in public that they should divert the fund. Then they said, create a stage, can it power of attorney? And then people was like, I'm sorry, and he presented himself as if he was fighting for justice from beginning. And we were coming to say, Baba, at what point did you start fighting or demanding justice for your son? Let you call everyone. Nobody is protesting that. But leading this kind of a fight will not get anything. Because all my love, she may not let Papa go 24 hours and they lost him. Now, you all should now be looking at it. Why you want to see it? So possible could you go first see Mohbad in your Jumo? One few reports here, blessing Jew, Sibe, Uminon Jew, Ashafu Jew, share a quick conversation. And ask yourself, is it possible? Conversation keep about to arrange it to see to arrange the pastor to machine come eventually. So more after she won more. And that person never called resources and in public to lane and then want justice for Mohbad. At the end of the day, you are making it worse for that boy, and the government look at you and say, kill washi. If this public can be this many, we can't do this. We need independent body. We need an independent human rights organization. We need an independent lawyer, public lawyer, to fight this case. If you see a good chamber, human rights lawyer or human rights chamber, only the clear, and then you say, this is what we have gathered. Pursue this case for us. To outline your convention. To buy the human rights body, not letting. It is the human rights organization that will bring in out a lawyer. Then they will fight the case. Then they will not be able to would you anybody. Not because you are not respecting the father or the mother, but because it could talk about the public but some people cajole them, and that was where they started saying yomi only. Because the moment by the time we came on board, we need to start spending on what should originally be spent on. Wow, they didn't call me. I volunteered myself and my NGO. Will I start saying, oh yeah, before I can do it, go and do. So it's public are not understanding the fact that to make sense. Whether I brought myself voluntarily or you engage the service of an NGO. And if you are to see fish nation, we have the same experience like your family. Anybody can deceive you, they know the constitution, they know this. Because they don't want to share anything. Even the so-called lawyers, they can't even face it. So if anybody is telling you your means looking for money, get to the time. If anybody wants to do anything, if you cannot get into Mubarak's house and go to the mortuary to see the body, activists go fake. Tọ́lọ́pàá ló fẹ́ investigate the case Mohbad tí ò wọnú ilé Mohbad tí ò lọ síbi tó gbókù yẹn sí òògùn tún fẹ́ tẹ́ irọ́ ló ń pa. Except you have the evidence already and you don't need to do that again. And then look at the things we were hammering. The things that are core to bringing the truth out. So these are the things that you have to consider as members of the public. Not the old some people are they keep looking at, okay, these are activists. Then you tell me can it pay? What you pursue, what you grant your khaki. Tell okay, break the silence foundation, and big office work on we are Maryland. Another office one Abuja. Lawyers one go back. Share my food of see lobby. The only difference between what I'm doing now and tomorrow is the fact that capital to set up full physical office. So at the end of the day, who are other activists that are there? But when you talk about structure and foundation toward any individual person, everybody is when you see the flag that is flying behind me, you know what it means. You are not foreign knowledge. You don't know about governance. And you know that when this emblem, this is showing and this person is identifying with it, it's telling you this is our interest. So ní láti sọ̀rọ̀ fún yàn àwọn tó wà láyé tó mọ bó ṣe lọ́wọ́ pé tó bá dé stage kan ogun ni. When the King White mess up, tí mo kọ́ lọ́kàn sọ pé okay OPC ni o ń tẹ̀lé mo tọ́ Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò lọ. Kí n tó kọlu ọmọ ìsà mo gbọ́ kọ́ lọ́mọ yín ni. I need to know his status. So that is simple. Orúkọ ẹ. That is why he had the effrontery to crash into a human rights press conference. Was standard in press conference. They should do anything. If I am desperate for money, I'm hungry. Well, if we know standard here now, why you continue to go to the beer parlor? Don't be cameras. Why you are out of the balance? The machine. If the layer get to me, TD shall not case you go there. Any standard only class. International press conference on behalf of the public. Share was setting a mic in it. Hello, White House press conference. That is representing you. O Toto and Benny, that's of me, on Bokulatile. Mande, we fell on Cotomeshele, Modelule, Mobile. I got into my house and saw that, okay, broken railings. I saw my son already embarked. God forbid it to happen to my son. And I asked, what's happened? And they told me they've taken my son to 2 hospitals. What happened? How did he die? I want to know. Where is the doctor's report? What did the doctors observe? I must fight for my son. I can't just own up and say, oh, he's gone. And I go. And then that kind of a situation, we all know this country. You will never pack the body and take it to police station. There was no outcry then. So there is no basis to say I could be available to protest the police station. The simple thing, report the case to the police. If let's now assume, because Siba is a story here. To I put no to Baba Shedebe, one in nurse in Ogunpa. See Baba you there for Judy nurse. You're not going to pick the body and take it to police station. Nurse Igun, Onwada, kill the nurse in Fisun injection. Can you ever carry that? One in Kono, I bet I want Tibonoara, only Jamagilena. It could be poison. That nurse will explain to me. And that nurse cannot even go on that day. I want to see the nurse to explain. I want to see the sincerity. Is it a professional mistake or you were an agent of death? Meanwhile, the nurse here. Oh, Busole. I draw no nurse here. King Bobo to fall do nurse in today. I want to know one police station. But how can they bob or what they mean? I know your park here. Something and bam to put in what it go. Chabano report it gone. Babango Waga. To my young Mary Abosagumano Loma in Kube so. Only I put it gone. Okay, I don't want to see you. The dog put it gone. I think I go soon. Okay, ever me Jiwo. My ship come on me now. Mobile.